All right. Today we're going to learn the differences we have between the Ner Shabbos to Ner Chanukah. There are some things that are similar. There are some that are different. We're going to start where they're similar first. By Ner Chanukah, both of them, and Ner Shabbos, we cannot light them before Plaga Mincha. Have to be after Plaga Mincha. Both of them. It's not shaykh to Shabbos before Plaga Mincha, and something Ner Chanukah. It's not shaykh for the nights of the night before Plaga Mincha. So that's one thing in common between Ner Chanukah. There's another thing is by Ner Chanukah we know the Gemara says Hadloka is a mitzvah. The Mela we have to light the Ner Chanukah where it's going to be lit. You cannot light it in one place and move it somewhere else. The Ramah brings from the Mordechai that the same thing says by Ner Shabbos you should not light it in one place then move it somewhere else. So you should light it where it belongs. Now the Chilukim, maybe there's more things in common, but I just picked up a few things now. The Chilukim, the difference between Ner Chanukah and Ner Shabbos. Interesting that Ner Chanukah, the main mitzvosoi, that's for the man, meaning both of them, they're both mechuyev. Ner Chanukah and Ner Shabbos, man and woman, they're both equally mechuyev with them. But Ner Chanukah normally, mainly who lighting them, it's the man, and b'derech klal, the women are yoytze with them. Even at home, where people light for everyone, according to the Ashkenazi meaning, everybody lighting its own Chanukah menorah. Usually the ladies not lighting their own Chanukah menorah, the yoytze with the man. By Ner Shabbos, the Iker HaMitzvah is l'noshim. Even though, again, if there is no woman in the house, men have to light the Ner Shabbos, but the Iker Ner Shabbos is l'noshim. It's brought for it three reasons. Why the main thing by Ner Shabbos is the mitzvah of the Isha. She should light. If she's a woman, there's a woman at home, not the man. One, the Torah brings the reason. It says by the woman it says she kovsa ner shel olam. Well, in Hebrew, he. So she was the one that she shut down the candle of the wood, which is Adam Arishon. She brought upon him a death penalty. Memela, she have to be the one now, Erev Shabbos, busy with that tikkun to what she ruined the first time. And by the way, both of them took place on Friday. The Etz Hadas, which is that brought to the world the death penalty, was on Friday, and she lighting the Ner Shabbos on Friday. So it's like a main that tikkun. Similarly, we know that we do kiddush on Friday night. On the main thing is the wine. The main opinion, if there's no wine, you can do on a challah, because the main opinion, what was the Etz Hadas? It was grapes. Memela, we do now mitzvah with that. So the oldest inyan Friday Shabbos tikkunim to Etz Hadas. That's one reason why she's the one who have to light it, because she brought the kilkul, she ruined it, and she have to fix it. The second reason Rambam brings, more practical, she says she more nimtzas babayis. She's the balabosta. She akeres abayis. So she's the one that do tikkun abayis. She have to be. She's there to light to make sure it's there. So that's why we put this job on her. She's more the akeres abayis. The Gemara says to do that mitzvah. They put it on her. We could add on it another third reason why she is the one who have to light the Neiros Shabbos. We know that in the every day of the creation, it says Hashem created the world with a different midah. Sunday with Chesed, Monday with Gevura. By the way, that's why a lot of people live in the Goyim don't know. They don't like Monday. They think it's the first day of work. It's stressful. But the honest is that the midah on Monday Hashem created with the Gevura. There's more din. That's why people like more Chesed. They don't like more din. They don't like it. Anyway, so on and so forth. Every day of the week is another midah. Sunday Chesed, Monday Gevura, Tuesday Tiferes, Wednesday Netzach, Thursday Friday Yesod. Shabbos says it's Firas Malchus, the last Sfira. That's why I call Shabbos Malchus. Shabbos a Malchus, Lashon the Keva. So Mele, since it's her Inyan of a queen, of a Malchus, we give it to the woman. She's the queen of the house. We'll let her do this mitzvah to light the Neiros Shabbos. Now, there's another difference, main difference really between Neiros Shabbos, Neiros Chanukah. By Neiros Chanukah, we mentioned this in the Shiur of Chanukah. There's machlokes between the Rosh and the Rashba. Where is the main Mokem Adloka? Mokem Sheina or Mokem Achila? Where you sleep or where you eat? So the Rosh holds that the main place to light the Chanukah menorah where you sleep, not where you eat. The Rashba holds the opposite, that the main Adlokas Ner Chanukah is where you eat. That's the main mokem, where you eat, not where you sleep. And the Taz over there brings, it says, even according to the Rashba, when we say the Iker mokem adlokas ner Chanukah, where you eat bekvius, not when you go once in a while, let's say you go to a restaurant or you go to a bar mitzvah, to a chasna and Chanukah, you don't light where you eat, because it's not your mokem kavua la'achila. So again, over there, the main machlokes, it's whether where you sleep, where you eat, lekula alma. By Neiros Shabbos, the Iker Hadloka Mokem Achila, and not only Mokem Achila Bekvius, even where you eat once. Let's say somebody, we spoke about it, somebody going to be a guest by Friday night meal, the main place where they should light the Shabbos candles, where they're going to spend the meal of Friday night. They should obviously come there on time to light the Ner Shabbos. That's what should either light themselves or Yoitza with the Balabosta. However you work it out, but that's a mokim. Iker mokim is mokim ha'achilo, the kula alma that we said that's according if you go through. Even though there is an opinion, you also could light in the places you don't eat. Shaloi chashul be'etz. You shouldn't trip on something. You shouldn't bump to something. You should see it. And the seeing the places also add for Oinek Shabbos. However, the Kul Alma Iker, the main opinion of Ner Shabbos Kodesh, it's where you're eating. It's not what you're eating. It's interesting that brings to another nafkamina. Why it's so take? But even when you're eating arai, one meal, that's where you're light on. Because Ner Chanukah, there's another reason. The main purpose of Ner Chanukah, Nisa. We're doing it for the outside, the Farsamanes, to tell everybody about the Ner Chanukah. Iker is more going outward. Ner Chanukah. Yeah, the time to in Golis we can do it. Always the proper way to do it for going outwards. So we did it inside. But the Iker in Ner Chanukah was the Farsum Nisa. In Shabbos, it's exactly the opposite. It's the Iker of Shalom Bais, who's going on inside the house. We don't care what people are going to think. Oh, they didn't like. Let's say you're going away for Shabbos. Nobody think. Oh, people are going to think you don't do Ner Shabbos or you went away for a meal. No, we don't care what people think on Shabbos. We don't do it for the outside. We do it mainly for Shalom Bais inside the house. That's why over there is a machlokes. The Rosh says maybe you do it where you sleep. People should not think you're not lighting over there. If you go to eat somewhere else, when you come back, it's a machlokes over there. Ner Shabbos, we don't care what people are going to think if you light in your house, if you're away for the Friday night meal. The ikar is shalom bais where you're eating. And interesting, that brings to another halacha. By if you have that's brought in halachas, if you don't have enough money, lo aleinu, such a poverty, to buy Ner Chanukah and Ner Shabbos, you have the choose between the two. Shabbos, even Shabbos Chanukah. You have either Shabbos Ner Chanukah. It says Ner Shabbos Koidem, Shalom Beis Koidem. What we're learning from here that Ner Shabbos Koidem, Shalom Beis Koidem, meaning the whole thing of outreach or helping others to Mekarev them LaTorah, it's have to start from Shalom Beis, your own house. You have to be first. You have to be promoting something you believe in, promoting something you live, you breathe it, you live. The Shalom Bais, your own home, your own realm comes first. That's why Ner Shabbos, that's most of the year, it's Ner Shabbos. Ner Chanukah, it's once a year. After we have Shalom Bais in you yourself, you practice, then you could make a pirsum and spread this to others. I just want to messiah with one thing. Yesterday we brought the opinion of Eshel Avram, especially today, since we have already the technology of the light, it might be a shtickle problem to light in a place that you don't eat. The only reason, again, we said when you could light even when you don't eat over there. Let's say some people decide they're going out to eat by somebody Friday night, they're going to light at home. And like I said, you could do it. You put long candles. When you come back, it's still lit. Or you go there after it's dark. You enjoy the candles when it's dark. So you could light over there also where you live, even though you're not going to eat there tonight. It's a bracha. However, the Eshel Avram brought up a new problem. The Eshel Avram brings, if there is there's enough light. In his time, there was no electricity. Let's say you Aksadra. Aksadra is a whole one wall completely open. There's a window over there. Or you have a skylight, and there is enough light on the moonshine. And you don't need the candle over there. You have enough light. It says the Eshel Avram Ringo, they should not light over there if you don't eat over there. If you eat, then you said already, you're allowed to cover the achila. You're allowed to, even you don't need the candle because it's more covered to eat with the candle. It's more choshev suda. But if you just do it not for eating, just to have there a neir, shaloi chashel be'etz, you should not bump in a tripa over there. Then when there's a moonshine, he said you should not make a brocha on this. It might be brocha levatol. So I said I'm not paskening anything. I'm just letting you know to be aware. Since today, same thing. If you're not going to eat over there, and you have the light on from electricity anyway, so the candles really, it's more mitzad minag we're lighting it. I don't need really my light. Electricity gives me plenty light over there. So if you're going to light the candles over there, according to the Eshel Avram, it might be something brocha levatol. So that's why again the ikar hamokam should be mokam achila. However, I saw yesterday the Ben Ish Chai says he brings this opinion of the Eshel Avram, and he says he paskin not like him. He says even in such a place that you have enough light without the candles, he still could light the candle. There is some tikkunim, he says, of Kabbalah by lighting the candle, and loisif oira, memela. All I'm saying is, lemaisa, there's two opinions. According to Ben Ish Chai, you could light it even there is enough electricity, even you don't eat over there, you could light in your house as long as you benefit from the candle after it's dark. And according to Eshel Avram, it's the brocha levatol. That's why it's recommended mainly by Ner Shabbos, Iker, a place. It's mokem achila. Even achilas arai. Even I go to either for one meal. That's not my mokem kavu. I don't eat steady over there. That's the main place where you light the candles. Now, whether you have to light yourself, whether you have to mishtatef bepruta, whether you could be yoitza with their candles, that we're going to learn tomorrow.